You want to come out, Flash? This is my male that fathered all my corn snake clutches. He was a rescue. He was very emaciated, very thin, very dehydrated, and the guy that had him in a 55-gallon tank on the floor all winter long with no heat source in it except for a small light on top. So Flash wasn't in the best of shape when I got him. You want to come out and play? Come on. He may be small, but he's power packed when it comes to my girls. He doesn't kid around when he wants to breed. Altogether, I've produced 62 babies from him. You want to come up here? You want to try it? Here, up here. How's that? No, we stay here. Come on. Come here. No, let's go this way. Come on. There we go. But yeah, this is Flash, my male, that fathered all my baby corn snakes. You go over there. You stay here. Stay here. There you go. He's a squirrel. Corn snakes are very active, so you have to stay right with them and pay close attention to him. He's a long boy. He's a great eater. Never have any problems with him. The guy that had him before me that neglected him was only giving him 1 mouse a month. That's ridiculous. I don't know why anybody would treat their snakes like that, but yeah, he wasn't in really good shape when I got him. You gonna go down and come back out? Yep. You wanna get it on the ground? Okay, you can go play on the ground then. Go do your thing. Go play in the grass. But he's a beautiful snake. No problems with him at all. Gorgeous colors. Our sun went in, huh? We lost our sunshine. You gotta stay close to me because of the birds and stuff around here, kid. Turn over. There you go. Nah, nah, nah. You stay here with me. Thank you. Stay over here. I have to watch him real close because he's smaller than Tawny. He's really quick. He loves to burrow. He's worse at burrowing than she is. But I keep him real tight and close to me because he jets really fast when he takes off. I've had him get into tall grass. I turned my back for 1 second and he was out of sight. So I've learned the hard way. Don't ever turn your back on your snakes when you have them outdoors because they'll surprise you at how fast they can go somewhere if they want to. Here, let's get some exercise. There you go. There you go. But they're quick. I kid you not. Corn snakes are fast-moving snakes. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? You think you're hiding? I see you. I know what you're doing. Your tail's up in the air. I know exactly what you're doing, but you're not close to my foot like the other one was. Yeah. The sun's a little warm, but it's not hot today. Not too hot for them. It's low 70s here today. Come back this way. And people have asked me why I don't allow my snakes in tall grass or loose dirt, and that's because they harbor parasites. It's the most common territory for them to dwell in, and I don't encourage a problem if I can avoid one. And it's just not a good idea to let them into tall grass and loose dirt. You get mites, ticks, Lord knows what else. Ants are in them. I even have bumblebees that live here in the ground, in holes in the ground. So you have to be really careful when you bring your snakes out and watch out for their health and their own good. You have to be ahead of the game when you bring them out and make sure they're secure. You're burying yourself today, huh? But this is Flash, my male. I got him a couple of years ago. He was really, really skinny. He's a great eater. He's a great snake. He's an awesome father. He just loves my girls. That's how I got his name. It's kind of a funny story. I took him out of his enclosure a couple months after I got him. He was still dehydrated and weak. But I took him out of his enclosure and put him in with my 2 girls, Tawny and Crystal, just for a split second to clean his enclosure out and refresh it, put new aspen in, new water and everything. And I turned around 9.5 an hour later to take him out of their enclosure to put him back in his, and he was locked up with one of my females, which was Tawny. So he didn't have a name when I got him, so I named him Flash because he wasted no time breeding with my females. But I thought it was a cute story. One that's always been sentimental to me, but that's how he got his name Flashe. Because he wastes no time when it comes to my girls. There you go. I'm going. Can I show them your face if you stay still long enough? They're hard to keep still. Unlike ball pythons. A ball python will sit on your lap for hours. Can I get a picture of your face here? I'm going to be still long enough so people can see how pretty you are. And no, none of my snakes are aggressive. Not a single one of them. They're all very people-friendly and social animals. That's because they've been worked with a lot. The only aggression they ever display is their natural feeding aggression. And there's no way you can avoid that. It's part of their instinct. So, you know, that's when you have to be on your toes and be paying close attention to what you're doing when you're feeding them, because sometimes they do make a mistake. I learned a long time ago a good way to avoid feeding bites is rinse your hands under cold tap water before you offer them food, and that way it cancels your heat signature, so they're not so likely to lock in onto your body heat as they are the heat from their thawed out feeder or whatever you feed them. But seriously, run your hands under cold tap water before you offer them food. That way they don't pick up on your heat, and you're a lot less likely to get struck at by accident. But it's really helpful to do that, trust me. It saved my rear end on quite a few occasions because my hand was a lot colder than the food was that I was offering them when they overshot the feeder and the tongs and came toward me. But, you know, you can avoid these things from happening, and you're better off if you do. Because every time a snake bites you, you might not believe it, but it does stress them out. It bothers them. Because first of all, you're putting them in a situation where they feel like they need to be defensive. I hate to use the word aggressive because snakes aren't aggressive. They have aggressive feeding behavior for sure. But overall, they're not aggressive animals. They are defensive. But you know, your snake bites you. There's something you did wrong. And you need to find out what you did wrong. Sit down, think about it. What happened that snake felt like it had to defend itself against you? Now, feeding bites a whole different thing. But just in everyday handling, if your snake bites you, there's got to be something you were doing wrong that your snake felt threatened or intimidated, and it felt like it had to defend itself. And it really makes you feel like crap if that's the situation, because you feel like you put them on guard. And that's not where you want to be with your snakes if you want social friendly snakes. You don't want them to feel threatened and intimidated all the time. That's just not a good way to raise them. There are things you can do to keep them from being stressed out, and things you can do to keep you from being stressed out as their handler. You know, even when it comes down to feeding them, you have to use your head. Don't be complacent. And you kind of have to learn to think like they do. It sounds strange, but you have to learn to interpret their actions before they act. And that saves you a lot of trouble also. You're just a wiggle worm today, aren't you? So yeah, I haven't been out in a couple of months. And he's enjoying it. He's a beautiful boy. Who loves you, Flashe? There aren't any women out here. They're all in the house. No girlfriends out here for you. He's a breeding fool, this guy. He doesn't slow down, skip a beat for anything. Beautiful colors. Oh, we're going to the bathroom again. Good grief. I guess you did want to come out to use the bathroom. There we go. That better. He's got gorgeous eyes. I wish I could keep him still long enough to get a good video of him. Can people see your eyes? Huh? Want to show them your eyes, how pretty you are? Yeah. Yeah, I am. But the guy that had him didn't want him. He was getting rid of his tanks. He told the guy that took his tanks to dump him off in the woods or do whatever he wanted to with him. And the guy called me because he knew I love snakes. And I said, heck yeah, I'll take him. You're not going to do anything like that. So I took him in. I nurtured him back to health. He's always been very social. Never had a problem with people. Never struck at anybody. Most of my snakes, well, I actually say none of my snakes strike at people unless you give them a reason to. That's the thing people don't understand about snakes out in the wild. They will not come at you unless you give them a reason that they feel threatened. So don't blame the snakes if you're stupid. If you want to harass them, aggravate them, mistreat them, you're gonna get it. You will get it. Eventually, it might not be this time, but you keep doing it as a habit, a bad habit, may I add. Eventually, one's gonna get you, and it's gonna be critical. So don't mess with them out in the wild. They just go about their business. They don't bother people. There's no reason for you to be bothering them and telling them. Well, I guess I'm gonna take Flashe back in. I've got hot dogs fried up. I got cheeseburgers cooking up, and it's time for this lady to take a break. I've been bringing snakes out for 2 days to video them for my showcase for friends' requests. Actually, I've had quite a few friends' requests, but this is Flashe. Well, he's settled down. You calm down, buddy. Want to go back in? He's burying himself again. But I just want to do these videos of my snakes and share them with people. Get back on here. You don't need to bury yourself. No, you don't. No, you don't. You got your head all dirty. Look at you. You got your head all dirty, buddy. Magnificent animals. So yes, we are. We're spectacular. You can't get on my camera, Goofy. Now he's a real pretty boy. Much healthier than he was when I got him. I appreciate everybody watching my videos and leaving comments. I love reading your comments, and I want to thank you personally for allowing me to share my skilled friends with you, because they mean the world to me. They're my heart and soul. I've loved them since I was 14 years old, and I don't imagine that's ever going to change. I'll be a snake lover till the day I die. That's just how it is. But again, I want to thank all of you for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. I really appreciate it.